What up, what up? I think we're live. Who's going to be the first one in? It's Nitro Curse. Man, I put money on Nitro Curse every time. What's up, Legacy? What's up, guys? Good evening to you both. I'm going to go ahead and hop right in here. Start grinding while we wait on people. Legacy, you were very close, my friend. Dr. E, what's up? Michael Herbert, Alan, what's up, guys? Happy Monday to you all. Alex Diaz. I'm a broke honky. What's up, man? Just going to go ahead and hop right in here while people are showing up. Got a pretty good start so far. I'm just over 3 million, so feeling pretty good where I'm at. How was everybody's Monday? Mine was kind of up and down, I guess. I was hoping to get a few videos out today, but it just didn't happen. Outside of my regular crystal opening, which I was asking for some feedback on whether you guys wanted me to continue doing it live or in a video format. And I'm gonna get my butt kicked here. And it really feels like a lot of people, the majority of people, would prefer that I do it live, which is fine with me. It's less video editing, but yeah, you're welcome to chime in on that this evening. Hey Joel, so first round Nebula cutoff was 14.4. I scored 14.43. Oh my gosh, dude, that sucks, man. I really feel for you. Were you number 801? Because I have been there. I have been Mr. 801. Sabathius, what's up, man? Robert, just waiting for Casual Friday question submission time to start. Yeah, that will be coming out Wednesday. Typically is when I put those things out. So, yeah, I'll probably put it out on Wednesday, put the video together on Friday, or excuse me, on Thursday, and then it'll be out on Friday. My daughter is watching tonight. Alan, well, hello to your daughter. Glad to have you both here this evening. Gonna have to bait this thing out. There we go. This is the first time that I have ever run Suicide Masteries for any kind of arena grind, which is super weird to get used to. That recoil damage and everything. Which I've only got 1 point in everything outside of Glass Cannon, I think, which isn't really a Suicide Mastery, but it didn't really boost my P up as high as I wanted to, but still really not too bad. Do crystal opening live? Yeah, I think most people prefer to do it live. I mean, I enjoy doing it live. Like I enjoy having you guys there. You can see it when I open it. I can answer questions. I have a lot of fun doing it that way. Grumpy Gamer 802. Yeah, man, I feel for you, dude. Hey Joel, I'm grinding arena to Miss Nebula. I put up 14 million. Man, that sucks. See, that's why I was super nervous about attempting it the first round, because I felt like people were pretty hyped for Nebula, and I did not want to assume anything. So I've got an Awakening Gem I can use on her if she really needs to be awakened, so I should be okay at 4. I'm going to do 14.5 again. I think she's going to drop down a little bit. I should be okay. I hope I don't regret those words. Hey Joel, good luck with your grind. Not to get all serious on you, but like you, I have wife and son. How do you make time to grind and not get yelled at by your wife? Well, I guess it's like anything in life. You just my family comes first in everything, and then once I spend some time with them, I run back over here, put a little time in, and then get right back to the family. My wife is super supportive. I'm very lucky in that regards. Exotic Realm, what's up, man? Good evening. Happy Monday to everybody out there who's just joined the chat. Makes the afternoon at work pass. All right, so it's 9:30 my time. It's afternoon your time. So where are you at? How much points do you need for top 800? Well, the first cutoff in round number 1 was just under 14.5. So typically round 2, you see the scores drop a little bit. I think a lot of people probably will still be going for her, so I wouldn't expect them to drop off too much. I would think the cutoff is probably going to be somewhere around 12.5, maybe the high 12s. You were really lucky on that crystal opening today. I don't know if that's some sarcasm. I'm assuming that it is. Yeah, I've been kind of in a slump with my crystal openings. Daniel, what's up, man? I'm in New Zealand, 2:30 on a Tuesday. Ah, well, welcome. Happy to have you here, man. Shout out to people that are all over the world. Yeah, I figured my wife would chime in on that question. There you go, Paul. You're at 3 million already? Yes. It's amazing. Amazing what spending a few units and boosts will do for you. In fact, I actually, somewhere around, I think my streak was at like, I think I was just under 40. I think I was at like 30-something. Anyway, I was a little bit too impatient. I ran in with a team of rank 2s, and it was up against a PI. The lowest PI was like 26,000, and I won one of the fights, and the other 2 fights were against Hyperion and Mordo, so you can imagine how those went. So yeah, I actually I lost my streak already once today. Kimberly Adams, what is up? Good to have you here this evening. Happy Monday to you. It's a nice woman. She respects the MCOC grind. Yeah, I hope I get her too. You're hitting quite hard. Yeah, it's always really important for me to get out really far the first day, just because I never really can anticipate what's going to happen during the week. So I'd rather push really hard the first couple of days and take take the last couple of days easy. Actually waiting for some of my champs to refresh here. I should have some of my 550s rolling around here. Yeah, in about 5 minutes or so. So we'll keep pushing through with some of these lower ranks till we get there. I didn't even read my wife's answer. What was it? Paul, when we first got married, he decided to game after I go to bed, so that saved a lot of frustration. Yeah. Push to the limit. There's Brian Grant. What's up, man? I caught the beginning of your stream today, but I had to run. Couldn't stick around very long. I don't know where you're at, but I would assume you're probably a little bit further ahead than I am right now. Robert, I was talking about your champs though. I'm sorry, man. I didn't see your question. Let me jump back up there and check it out. Yeah, Brian, I'm sure most of you guys were in there today, but yeah, when I saw Brian was streaming, I had to look outside and make sure I hadn't like fallen asleep and like wasn't like midnight. Robert, let me see here, dude. Where was your question at? Robert, you're hitting quite hard. I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, I've got Suicide Masteries running, which, like I said, I've only got 1 point in all of them right now. But yeah, it makes a huge difference in how quickly you get through the fights. Which that's just kind of a side benefit. I was really hoping for the PI boost, which there is definitely a PI boost, but yeah, definitely being able to hit a lot harder, getting through the fights quicker makes the grind a lot easier. Hey Joel, finally rank 5, that guillotine told you about, she's amazing. Yes, I was really hoping to get guillotine today when I opened that 5-star crystal, which I don't mean to spoil anything for anybody, but yeah, didn't go well. Didn't pull guillotine. I shouldn't say it didn't go well. I got a new champ, which is what I wanted, because I wanted to be able to run another 5-star through this arena. But yeah, it was Juggernaut. Some guys going for whatever. My guy games. Everyone has their thing. Got to support what makes him happy, as long as it doesn't interfere with our relationship. Everything has a balance. There you go. Well said by my wife. I think she's the only moderator in here this evening. I know Jar hit me up on Twitter and said that he was going to be at work tonight. Although, well, looky there. Speak of the devil, dude. That's so funny, man. I thought you weren't going to make it here this evening. That's some dedication right there. Isn't it the second point in one of the suicides that give the biggest PI boost? Yeah, I'm sure I'm doing it wrong, but either way, it still is a little bit of a boost to the PI and does help to get through the fights quicker. So one way or the other, I will take it. Ouch, I didn't see it, but I wouldn't be happy with that one. Yeah, I know you're not a big fan of Juggernaut. I'm really not either. I don't run the Suicide Masteries, which, I don't know, maybe I should rethink. Not Suicide Masteries, Mystic Dispersion, because I've got a soon-to-be rank 4 magic that I use on defense. I'll pull Mordo from the basic arena soon. I've got Juggernaut. I don't know. I mean, all of those characters will be on my defense. Maybe it's worth investing into the Mystic Dispersion. Frojo in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you here this evening. I didn't see. Did you manage to pull Nebula the first round? I'm assuming you did. I saw a lot of people in the Alliance got Nebula. I think it was like 4 or 5 people. So yeah, I'm assuming you probably did. LA traffic wasn't too bad. Yeah, I can't even imagine. I used to commute back and forth to St. Louis for a couple of years, and I mean, St. Louis is not great, but I'm sure it's absolutely nothing compared to LA traffic. Is it a boy or girl? Yes, it's a boy. Have I not? I feel like I've said that a couple times, but yeah, we're having a boy. In fact, she had another ultrasound today, just checking in on him. Everything looks fine. Looks to be a big kid. And I think they said that they're not going to readjust her delivery date, but he looks like he's 2 weeks ahead of what they first projected based upon his size. So who knows? Happy belated Mother's Day. That's very nice of you, Michael. Yeah, I kept giving shout out to moms on Friday night stream, and I never had anybody take me up on that one. I guess I don't have too many moms that follow me. All right, there's a couple of rank 5s. We'll throw them in there. Four and 5-star. You got to watch the Mother's Day video. Yeah, I saw that you posted that. I did not get around to watching it. I guess that's kind of spoiler alert. You must have you must have pulled her. How many 5-stars did you open? Was it 2 or was it more than 2? Did we keep a pic of him? You talking about the ultrasound? Yes, they give you a bunch of stuff. In fact, the place we go, they've got this like thumb drive thing they give to you when you first go in, and then every time you go in to visit and they do ultrasounds and stuff, they put it all onto the thumb drive so that you can email it and stuff to your family. Fun times. My son is only 3 months old, and he was a big boy as well. 9 pounds 3 ounces. Goodness gracious. God bless your wife. Or girlfriend, or whoever it was. Got my second 550 champion yesterday. Took Ghost Rider up, and wow, what a difference. I do really like Ghost Rider. I don't find myself actually using him a whole lot right now, but he's a lot of fun to play. Unfortunately, I didn't pull him out of the recent arena. Both of the rounds, the first round I just took off because I was lazy. The second round I was right on track to get him and totally forgot that on Thursday I had to leave early that morning and travel a couple of hours away and sit in meetings all day. So when I woke up, I was at like 3.8 on Thursday morning. My plan was just to push to like 4.5, but didn't have any time to play. Was on the road. What do I think the cutoff will be? If you're referring to the featured arena for Nebula, I don't know. Those things are so hard to predict. 14.5 was the first round. Usually goes down a little bit in the second round. I feel like there's still quite a bit of hype for Nebula. So I wouldn't expect it to go down too far. I'm going to do my best to get back to 14.5. But I would say it's probably going to be in the high 12s. High 12s, maybe mid to low 13s. Yes, true story, Paul. Was looking for something to do while I was up with my son at all hours of the night. Twin boys combined, they weren't 9 pounds. Speaking of twin boys, Killa, the YouTuber, I have not seen him in, what, like a month or more? I'm assuming that it's probably due, I think his wife was having twins. I haven't seen anything on Twitter. Has anybody seen him post anything? I would assume that's probably the reason he hasn't been around, but I hope him and the family are doing well. I was using Wolvie and Gwenpool for defeating champs in Way and Master Mode, but now trying with X23, 5 stacks of bleed, so easy with her. She's a beast. Yes, I do really like X23. Especially since they nerfed willpower, she is really good in Alliance Wars. If you can get a couple bleeds stacked up. Hey Joel, do you know when your next Alliance War video will be? Yeah, I've gotten really bad about posting those things. That's a good question, man. I really need to get back into that. It's my own fault. I've just gotten out of the swing of recording it. I need to get back into it. Brian, I talked to him the other day. Good. Hope he's doing well. He's a nice guy. Well, he probably doesn't even remember. He's like one of the first people that gave me advice. I was on one of his streams before I started my channel, and he gave me some advice, which I'm sure he doesn't remember that, but Yep, cool guy. I'm back, lost connection. I think you said you're driving around. I'm assuming you're at work. Thanks, and also I would say you should try to get to that 14 million mark just in case. Yeah, I would hate to go all the way, you know, up to near 14 just to miss her. So, yeah, I'll do my best to get to 14 and a half. I've never had that many points. You know, I really pushed for the second Angela arena, and I put up, what, 12 and a half, I think. So that's another reason why I'm really trying to push pretty hard here the first day. I don't know what man, I forgot you cannot stun him. That gets me every time, especially when I'm talking. This might kill me. No. It was close. Oh, God. Come on, regen. Nope. Oh, man. I'm sorry. That was Brian Grant's favorite champ right there. That's what I get for talking and not concentrating. That sucks because that's a big chunk of points I just missed out on. In fact, I probably might recharge him. Yeah, let me recharge him. I don't know why, but I feel like I need to win a fight with this champ. There we go. The real Dr. Deadpool, what's up? Happy Friday, or Friday, listen to me. Happy Monday. And I wish it was Friday. Yeah, happy Monday to everybody out there. Do you know who the next featured champion is for arenas? Yes, the next featured champ. Are you talking about after Yondu? I'm assuming you must be talking after Yondu. In that case, no. I have no idea. Hey, Joel, do you think might be your next champion? Refresh. By the way, I'll pray for baby Jesus you don't ever become Mr. Wow, that's intense. I appreciate all your prayers, man. My next champ refresh. That's a good question. Have not even thought about it, to be honest with you. I know people want me to do Luke Cage. I've seen a lot of that. I was thinking maybe Hulkbuster. We'll see. If you got any suggestions on that, we'll be happy to hear them. Don't want to share too much about Killa's personal life, but he has been gone because of his kids being born. He'll be back once his life settles back down. Yep. It's kind of what I assumed. I completely understand that. Your life very much gets turned upside down with a newborn in the house. It's all about the reaction with mom. Not too worried about people knowing I pulled her ahead of time. Yeah, I need to I need to go watch that. I saw the thumbnail, and yeah, that's your mom. You look just like her. I'm not sure I could get my mom to do a video with me. I don't know, maybe. I think she watches these sometimes. I don't know. Shout out to my mom if she is. I know she's not on here, but maybe she watches them later. I don't know. Oh my God, I'm gonna get Ultron killed twice in a row just because I'm not paying attention. That little cheeky dude. Oh God, now I gotta refresh him again, man. That's 15 units wasted on no points. What am I doing, man? That Nebula video was freaking awesome. That mood kill was sick. Mordo kill. Yeah, I could have used some of that Mordo kill action right there. That was embarrassing. Just gonna move on from Ultron. Clearly he's jinxed right now for me. What's good, Joel? Tyrone, what's up, man? Happy Monday to you. Thanks for hopping in here this evening. Do you guys run Alliance War even with you all grinding suicides on? This is the first time that I have ever played with suicides on. I know we just started an Alliance War, and I don't know if I switch back before I jump in, if that will change the masteries for my defenders or not. But my answer is no. Typically I don't have suicide masteries on. Your mom's been me reading the comments every night. Yeah, that's what my wife does. Alright, my wife reads every one of my comments. Joel just subbed and just saw your video about masteries. Was wondering, should I lose Mystic Dispersion if I'm only using them on Mystics I use for attack, like Guillotine? That's a tough one, man. I mean, Mystic Dispersion, if you've got it all the way awakened, I mean, that was a lot of resources and time to do that, so I wouldn't necessarily say just dump it. I don't know, that's a tough one. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, for me, I guess it depends upon what your roster looks like. You know, if you've got a lot of Mystic champs that you use outside of Alliance War defense, then it's probably not a bad thing to have. But if your only purpose of having it is for defense, I don't know, you're probably missing out on some masteries there that you could benefit more from your actual gameplay. Frojo's mom is pretty. What is going on here? I'm going to skip over that. Haitian. I can't watch these Ultron deaths. Yeah, man, I'm really, really sorry. I'm surprised you're still here. Hey, Joel, love the channel. Should I rank 5 4-star OG Vision or Star-Lord? I would probably say, unless you're needing Star-Lord to complete some sort of special event, you're gonna get more miles out of OG Vision. It's got a lot of utility. Robert Estrada, hi Joel's wife. What, not even a hello to me? Just hop right over to my wife. I think my wife has got, are you still at 12 subs? I think she was at 12 subs on Saturday. Molly, what's up? Happy Monday to you. Happy to have you here in the chat this evening. Nebulous, what's up, man? Got a lot of people just jumped in here. It's a lot of points on day one. Yeah, hitting it hard. Spent probably, I would say probably 250 units on refreshing. Your husband is super cool. Yeah, people aren't even here to talk to me. They just want to talk to my wife. David Garcia, I appreciate that, man. I really enjoy putting those together. I feel like I'm slacking a little bit on them, but yeah, I try to get one out at least every week. I know I don't think I got one out last week, unfortunately, but I am working on it. I appreciate that. My first live stream of yours. Awesome, man. I'm happy to have you here. Hopefully we'll have new faces in the stream tonight. We've had a lot of new faces the last couple times I've been streaming. But I'll stream tonight, I'll stream tomorrow pretty much at the same time. Depending upon what the score looks like, I may try to come back Wednesday night as well. I don't know. We'll see how the week goes. If I can keep up this pace, I should be okay. But it really helps. I mean, I know that on the other end of this, it's nice watching live streams while you're grinding. It helps pass the time. But from my perspective, it's just as helpful. Still at 12. Okay. We got to get you to 15, right? That's when you're doing your face reveal. Just about to break 100,000 rating, but I've completed Act 5. Let me read that again. Hang on a second. Bro, I'm just about to break 100K rating, but I've completed Act 5. Rating don't matter. Ah, gotcha. Yes. Yeah, rating doesn't really matter. It just depends upon what champs you're using. Greetings, Joel. Emmanuel, what's up, man? Cut off for Nebula. I would say that it's probably going to come down a little bit from 14.5 from round 1. How far it's going to come down, that I'm not sure about. So I'm going to play it super safe here and probably push at least to 14.5. That's my goal anyway. It always cracks me up when I watch like Frojo, if he's still on here. You know, the numbers that he goes for, like 18 million, something like that. It's just crazy, man. I don't know how you do that. You were the reason why I love Psylocke. Yes, I really do enjoy Psylocke. She's a lot of fun to play. She's an excellent Alliance War champ, especially if you're going up against Mystic champions. Really, you just got to be able to bait out a special, and once you get to that point, it's pretty much game over. You can lock him down. My face reveal is right there. Yeah, that's true. I didn't even consider the fact that your face is your picture. It's too small. I'm sure she'll hop in at some point. Joel, were you the one who made the video about Beast's regen? Maybe? I mean, I did make a video about Beast. I don't know. I'm sure there was probably a lot of videos about that. But yeah, he was probably one of the first. I don't want to say one of the first. I think it was a couple months in, but yeah, it seems like it's been a while ago. Joel, oh, I'm sorry, I just about read the same thing again. All of them 550. Hey, Joel, you should do top 5 champs of each class, and thanks for your latest mastery video. Robert, no problem, man. I kind of hesitated putting that together because I really feel like people probably, you know, they really shouldn't necessarily copy my setup. You know, everybody's got a different situation, a different set of champs, but the people kept asking for it, so there it was. which in fact, I learned something myself through the comments. I didn't realize that courage only kicks in if you drop below 50% health, like only for that fight. Like if you start the fight below 50% health, it doesn't kick in. I was always assuming that it did. So I actually learned something there. I probably will end up changing that around. Molly, I subbed Kristen, got to support my fellow STL-ish area neighbors. Yeah, my wife, in fact, my wife and I both commuted to St. Louis for many years. She used to work over at Barnes Jewish. She was a nurse over there. It's hard to leave an alliance that I've been part of for months now. Yeah, try leaving an alliance you've been part of for like over a year. I'm in the city. Yeah, we're just across the river. We're over in Belleville. Technically Belleville. It's kind of between Belleville, Smithton, in the middle of nowhere. Joel, do you have any second accounts? No, I have no reason to start a second account. I can barely keep up with my main account. Wasn't being intense. It was satirical. I just felt really bad for you in that first Angela arena. Love your content, bro. The way you're just a straight shooter and cool with your delivery. I appreciate that, man. I must have missed your first comment. Let me scroll back up here. Citrix. Where you at? I must have missed it. Either way, I appreciate that, man. Happy for all the support. To any lazy artists in here, Kabam will launch a new and better, hopefully, forum soon, just to let you guys know so that nobody will lose their minds. Is the forum down or something right now? I know I heard Brian mention that in his stream today. I don't really ever spend any time over on the forums. I don't spend any time on Reddit. Probably should, but yeah. Just don't. Not at this point. Joel misses like getting married this weekend. Oh, you're getting married this weekend. Any newlywed advice? I will I'll leave that up to my moderator wife. She can answer that question for you. I changed 4 alliances in 4 months. By the way, congratulations. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to miss that. Let's see here. I didn't know that about courage either. That's now yeah, it is a little bit pointless. I guess it's... I mean, they didn't really hide that fact, but I guess I just kind of assumed too much. What is the best moment to leave? Is there a time threshold for SA or something? No, it's just... They put that on there to keep people from jumping back and forth between alliances. Oh my god, I'm just getting my... Sorry, couldn't get killed there. What was I saying? Oh yes, they put that penalty in there for entire alliances who are jumping back and forth between second alliances to get weekly T4Cs. There's no way around that. It just is what it is. If you're going to leave an alliance... I think it's like a 5-day penalty or something like that before you can get rewards from SA and even from Alliance War. I think the new forums come the 17th. Rank 5, Quake, Hulk, or Captain World War II. Man. That's a tough one, dude. I don't think you can go wrong either way there. I really, really like Hulk. I find myself using him a lot in AQ and AW. I could see the argument for World War II. Personally, if he's duped, I probably would take Hulk Cap than Quake. But I mean, it's razor thin there. Like I said, probably whichever one you're more comfortable with, I'd take up. Hey, new to the channel. That's awesome, man. You like Seaton. That's the first YouTuber I watched of content, by the way. Do you have all the 4 stars? I don't have all the 4 stars. I appreciate you being here. And yes, I'm a fanboy just like everybody else. Seaton was probably one of the first that I started watching as well. I'm super behind in the chat, too. Give me 1 second here. Finish off this Wolvie and jump back in here. Happy wife, happy life. That pretty much sums it up right there. Wife is not always right. I'm gonna leave that one, Nemus. Best advice I got given when I got married was nothing actually changes. Penalty depends upon the tier the alliance is in. That is possible. I'm just assuming from my own experience. When that old system of jumping no longer matters much, given the bracket is much larger. Yes, that stopped long ago. I would say it's been well over a year since we were doing that. But yeah, that was when I was in ACA. It was ACA 2 and ACA 1. We would jump back and forth every week. And there was a whole group of 30 guys who were totally cool with being the other part of the alliance that always got worse rewards, which I don't know how we ever managed to do that. But yeah, after every time we got our rewards after AQ, we would all hop over. Which, I mean, there was a lot of work to doing that, and it wasn't illegal by any means. So we were just kind of taking advantage of the system, and eventually they changed it on us. Awesome, you're reading everyone's chats. Yeah, I do the best I can. I mean, right now there's only a little over 100 people in here, so it's fairly manageable. But sometimes I get rambling on and completely forget. East Salinas in the house. What's up, man? I don't think I said hello to you. I'm sure you posted up above, so I'm sorry about that, man. Good to see you here tonight. Dave's the same, though, just chilling out and laughing at his own jokes. Dave's a good guy. I like Dave. I like all the MCOC content creators. They're all kind of cool and quirky in their own way. What's up? Is it Ayush? Ayush? Sorry, man. I'm sure I just butchered that, but happy Monday to you. I'm happy to have you in the stream tonight. Yeah, and Joel is a better player. I don't know about that. I don't even know what we're talking about, but if you just watch my live streams, you wouldn't know that I don't even want to call myself a good player. I call myself a decent player. One of the biggest well, I shouldn't say the biggest problem. There's two things that work against me when I'm live streaming. One is I'm only actually watching the screen about 50% of the time. And second, the way that I've got my OBS set up, which I'm sure it's wrong. If I would just spend 5 minutes, I could probably figure it out. But I cannot hear the audio, and I'm assuming that's so that there's no echo. But you'd be surprised how much of the game you play just by hearing it. Tobias, keep up the grind. Nice start. Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'm really trying to get out there as far as I can. Probably after I get through all of this tonight, I'll probably run through my whole roster again tonight while I watch Better Call Saul, which I don't know if anybody else watches that out there, but that is an awesome show. So my hope is to be somewhere around 4.5 by the time I wake up tomorrow. Might even push a little bit longer depending upon what Brian's doing in his stream tonight. If I can stay up. What score am I going for? Raymond, I'm trying, quotation marks, to get to 14.5. That's about 2 million more than I've ever gotten to before, so we'll see. That's what I'm shooting for. Joel, thanks for the advice. Right now, I only have Star-Lord 550 and 3 5-stars, 2 of which are Mystic. Gotcha. Yeah, I would say you're probably better off without the Mystic Dispersion at this point. Better Call Saul is a good show. Yes, it is. I like this. Well, I shouldn't say that. The first season was really good, but the second season has really pulled me in. I've like totally forgot. Well, I can't even remember what the name of the original show was. Breaking Bad. There we go. I would say after watching season 2, it's right up there. See, I do fine. I do fine not watching the screen and reading the chat until I run into somebody like Mordo or Spider-Man here. That just screws me over. Frojo and Brian make it look easy streaming and fighting. I'm bad. Yeah, I guess I haven't been doing it long enough. Use some energy. It's maxed. I know. It's been maxed all day. I'm kind of embarrassed to admit that, but yeah, it's been at 70 since this morning. Better Call Saul following Breaking Bad was a tough act to follow. It was, but they've nailed it, man. Wow, what is up with that? Look at him. He's just kind of following me every time I every time I move back. He just moved right up ahead. Do you watch The Walking Dead? No, I don't. I know a lot of people really love that show. Obviously, it must be entertaining. I don't know. I guess I was kind of burnt out on the whole zombie thing. I've never really been into that, but I guess maybe at some point I should watch it. Is it on Netflix? If it's on Netflix, I'll probably watch it, but I have a very limited time to watch TV shows. Do you watch Game of Thrones? Yes, I do love Game of Thrones. In fact, I was trying to think the other day when that show comes back on. I feel like is it July? I want to say it's mid-July. I'm sure somebody knows that and can correct me. On larger frame characters like Thanos, Venom, etc., since you can't double evade on them, you can evade their first hit and then immediately start a combo of your own, starting with a light attack. Yes, you can. It's very difficult to time that every single time, but yes, that'll work. Quick Shot, what's up, man? Quick Shot Gaming, he's got a YouTube channel. If anybody has not been over there, go check him out. I don't know if you've posted anything recently, but get something up there for the people to watch. I'm going to go watch the weekly opening. Peace. Awesome, man. Enjoy my absolute disappointment. I shouldn't have said that. I probably just ruined it for him. I think it's on Netflix. Yeah, Netflix is awesome. I love binge watching things. That's about the only way I can make it through anything. Frojo, you are nowhere close to crap. What did Frojo say? I must have missed it. Joel, if you want to watch any shows, movies, go to yesmovie.to. That seems like a seems like kind of a sketchy thing. Although, no, I'm not even going to get into that. Not going to get into that. Doc, what's up, man? Why the sad face? Did I miss you? Usually that's why I see the sad faces. I've managed to miss somebody's hello. I just made my first crystal opening video yesterday, now featuring my voice and music. Editing is not easy. No. The recording part is easy. It's the editing that takes up like 75% of the time. Especially at the beginning. What program are you using to edit? If you don't mind me asking. How come you're selecting the hard fights? More points? I suppose so. Yeah, I probably am only going to put up maybe, I would say, between 350 and 400 matches. So I try to squeeze out as many points as I can from each one of them. I run as many synergy teams as I can, as hard matches as I can, for as many points. Somebody did a 27-hour live stream for 4-Star Nebula. Do you know about that? I think that was the Australian guy. I always forget his name. Seemingly Tenacious. I think it was him. I didn't actually hop into there. I meant to, but I never got around to it. Wanted to jump in there and say hi and give some support to him. I had seen people talking about it. I'm assuming that's who you're talking about. I go to tech school and I graduate next month, so I have to start planning out my future again. Yes. And don't worry, whatever your plans are, they'll probably change. Probably change 15 times in the next 5 years, so just go with the flow. iMovie. All right. I don't know anything about iMovie. I use a program called HitFilm, H-I-T. HitFilm 4 Express. It was free, and that is what I was looking for. I'd rather do thumbnails. Yeah, I know how you feel, Jar. I really wish that I had Photoshop. I think somebody mentioned on the stream the other day that you can rent it. I've never looked into renting it. I guess I shouldn't say renting, but like paying per month for Photoshop. Which, I don't know. I guess that might be worth looking into. I'm afraid if I do that, though, I'm going to spend even more time on my thumbnails, which I don't need to do. Why don't you use Arena Boost for more points? I forgot. Is that a good answer for you? Yeah, I was using Arena Boosts earlier today, and I just jumped on the stream. I've been talking away and forgot. I will be using them, so don't worry. I'll get them out there. Yeah, seemingly went hard. Yeah, he seems to be a top tier grinder. That's for sure. I think we actually played them the other day in Alliance War. I think we lost. What's up, Joel? I missed Suicides in Arena. Gonna have to turn them on for the next 3 basics. Yeah, Hector, this is the very first time I've used them in Arena, and I definitely can see why people use them. Even without the PI boost, the characters, they hit pretty hard. And I've only got 1 point in the Suicide Masteries. I will probably open up a few more once I grab a few more of the Carbonadium cores from the scrapyard. And once I do that, you're really going to be blowing through stuff. Trust me, I'm aware my plan in high school was to be a career Marine. That did not work out. Yeah, my cousin just joined the Marines about a month ago, maybe? You have to be a student, I think, to pay monthly. That would make sense. Joel, can you type that movie thing you just said? Movie thing I just said. You talking about the video editing software? I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. I will type it for you. Hit Film for Express. It's totally free. It's not the most intuitive. You definitely will need to watch some tutorials on that, but there's a lot of really good tutorials on YouTube. In fact, there's a YouTuber that strictly makes video content tutorials for HitFilm. His name is Shiny, I think it is. S-H-I-N-Y. It's like Shiny Films, I think is his YouTube name. But yeah, he's got some really good tutorials. If you do manage to download that, I'd go watch him. Shift change, I'll be back. All right, Frojo, don't get yourself killed out there. I know Frojo does some sort of security work, I think. Photoshop and Lightroom is 10 per month. I'm going to tweet you 2 of my next video thumbnails I've made. Yours are pretty unique and cool, too. Awesome, man. I love to see the things you guys make. Tweet them my way. I will check them out. Mr. Ragman, what's up, dude? Good evening to you. Happy Monday. I got out in March 2015 after 4 years. I did not like it. I enjoyed it at the beginning, though. 4 years. That's a long time. Yeah, I had... See, my cousin is in the Marines now. I had an uncle that was in the Marines. He's not... In fact, I had two uncles that were in the Marines. My father was in the Air Force for 3 years? I don't know, 3 or 4 years. I'm trying to think, who else in my family was in the military? My great-grandfather was in... God, I feel terrible. I don't know this. He was in World War II. I'm pretty sure he was in the Army. I think that's everybody in the military I can think of that was in my family. I don't know. I live really close to an Air Force base, Scott Air Force Base here in Illinois. So I've kind of grown up around a lot of Air Force people in general. Well, Air Force and military, I should say. I just went over 21 years active duty Navy. Wow. Congrats to you, dude. That's a long time. Bert, Joel, great content here, man. Recent sub. Love your different take on the game with champ revamps and different workarounds for difficult content. Awesome, dude. It's very kind of you. I appreciate the support, and I'm happy to have you here in the stream tonight. I just Googled pictures and combined them for thumbnails, or I take my own screenshot. Thumbnails are difficult to make if you want to wow people. Yeah, I think more importantly than anything is that you probably get together a style that you use. Not that they have to look exactly the same every time, but just something that people are going to instantly recognize as part of your channel. Which I know a lot of my thumbnails look crazy different, but they're all kind of crazy similar, if that makes sense. So I feel like people can spot it right away. One of the things that I probably do a really bad job of with my thumbnails is, I make them as if people are looking at them at the size that I'm looking at them. So a lot of times I'll have smaller details, and even a lot of my text sometimes. If it's blown up and you're looking at it, at the size that I make it at, it's fine. But I've got to remember a lot of times people are seeing these thumbnails on their phones, or they're seeing them on suggested videos on the side of their desktop, and it's very small. So that's one thing I need to get much, much better at is making sure that whatever I'm saying, the text, is visible to everybody. Man, that Rhino was really dark. Yeah, it might just be my Elgato settings. I don't know. I will say that the difference between the Elgato and when I was using Reflector 2 is night and day. Reflector 2 actually had a much more, I think, very vibrant and crisp video recording, which I'm sure it's just my settings. I've tried to mess around with my Elgato settings a little bit. Kind of pumped up the brightness and the saturation a little bit. But still, I don't think it's anywhere near as good a quality as Reflector 2 was. But Reflector 2 for me just wasn't reliable. I had to switch to something that wouldn't drop me all the time. It's amazing how commonplace the military seems to be in the States. Everyone has several family members who served. You can go your whole life without knowing anyone in the military. Yeah, I don't, just what I'm used to, man. I use Sketchbook Pro for my thumbnails. Too poor for Photoshop. Yeah, I use the same thing that everybody else uses, apparently. I thought I'd found something unique, but yeah, Canva.com. Joel, I need your opinion on this. I know you said you wanted the carbon cores, but I already have suicides unlocked, but don't use them. So would you recommend getting the greater ascendant crystal? Probably not. Do you have all of the like deep wounds and assassin masteries awakened? I always say awakened. I mean unlocked. Because if you don't, those are really, really strong masteries to awaken. Those are going to help you every single fight, every single champ. I probably would look to put a few more points and open those up before I do the ascendant crystals. I mean, if you're not going to do that, I mean, personally, I always seem to not have enough of just the regular T4 basics. So if it was me and I didn't need to get the carbonadium cores, I probably would just grab as many of those T4 basics as I could. But again, you know, that's my situation. I'm sure not everybody's in my situation. I will say that I really am loving the Glory Store for the fact that I can pick up, you know, 1 to 2 extra T4 basics every week. Snooner, are you actually going to go this time? Because I feel like every stream when you say goodbye, you pop back in within a matter of like 10 minutes. So I'll just say goodbye for now. I'll see you in a bit. I'm a simple man. I see Joel, I click. I just use pick art on my phone. Hey, whatever works for you, dude. It seems to be working. Like I said, whatever your style is, whatever people are used to, just stick with it. Which would you prioritize then? Deep wounds or assassin? Ooh, that's probably an argument that you're going to have like very strong opinions on both sides. I would probably do assassin just because not every champ you have is going to be a bleed champ. But then I can see the reverse side of that. You know, if you use, let's say, Wolverine, X-23, Deadpool, you know, just anybody who is a strong bleed champ, if you are using them a lot, you may want to prioritize deep wounds. Again, I always feel like there's never really one exact answer to any of these questions, unfortunately. Stock up on carbonadium and stony cores. Oops, I missed it. I'll jump back to your comment in just 1 second here. By the way, is the stream working okay for everybody this evening? I'm starting to get a few warnings from YouTube saying that that it may be a little screwed up, but again, I never know if those things are accurate or not, so nobody's complaining. I guess just let me know. Okay, Bert, I'm sorry. Stock up on carb and stony cores. New masteries will be crazy expensive. May as well be able to unlock them right away. Yeah, that's another great option. I actually mentioned that in the video I put together, but you never know. I'm sure there'll be new masteries coming, and yes, I'm sure they will be very, very expensive. I'm gonna go early to bed tonight. Right. Wink, wink. See you in a bit. I would still grab the carb cores even if you don't need them. You never know when they may come out with new masteries. Yes. Deep wounds with guillotine X-23 is boss. Yeah, man, I wish I had a 5-star guillotine. My best bleeders are Deadpool, X, and Agent Venom. Okay, yeah, definitely prioritize Assassin then. That's an easy answer there. Looks good to me. Stream mostly okay. The odd lag blip. Yeah. Don't know what to do about that, unfortunately. Joel uses subliminal messaging with his thumbnails. Those lines are there for a reason. Name recognition. There you go. Hadn't even considered that, but you're right. Hi, Joel. Good luck on getting Nebula. Isman. Is it Isman? Isman? I don't think I've seen you in the stream before, dude, but I appreciate you popping in here. And for your warm well wishes. Okay, I need to probably spend a few units here. I'm going to... Well, let me think. Hold on. We still got teams refreshing here. Not yet. Hashtag, yes, invented line. So that is a lie that Rich the Man perpetuated in a stream the other day that keeps popping up. What do you think would be the best team to run Alliance Wars out of Scarlet Witch, Rogue, Black Widow, Vision, AOU, and Quake? Well, I would leave Black Widow out of that unless you are trying to run Thorns, which even if you are running Thorns, I'm not sure that Black Widow is all that great of an option anymore. It's pretty much always a mutant on that. Thorns with the unblockable S1. You're always going to see like a Cable or a Cyclops there. So I would scratch Black Widow off that list right away. Who else was on there? Let me just go back up here. Vision, yes, definitely Vision. Awesome. Double immunity, bleed and poison. Can't overlook that. Power control. Can defeat a lot of champs with that power control. So Vision definitely. I know that Brian Grant does really well with Quake. My Quake is only at 440, so I haven't played with her a lot. But she seems like a very strong option. Rogue, I'm not so hyped on. She just can't take a hit. And unless your signature level is fairly high, I feel like the crit from the regen is not very consistent. I probably would bring in Vision and Quake if you're comfortable with her, and then it's kind of a toss-up between Scarlet Witch and Rogue. Whoever you have as a higher signature level, I would probably bring in, unless you find yourself running into a lot of Mystic Dispersion champs, in which case Scarlet Witch is probably going to get eaten up by those. So, I don't know if that answers your question or not. I feel like sometimes I ramble on too long. I picked up 2 carbs, got 3 recoil, and attempted a Legends run. Went for the 4-star and got Dr. Voodoo, so for me, it was worth it. I'm going to use my remaining on carbs. Yeah, that's probably a very small percentage of people that are actually going to get a decent champ from the 4-star crystal. Where are the beats at? I'm sorry, I've got them on. I turned it down for one of the songs that was really, really loud, and I just realized you're right, it's really, really low. It's really hard for me to tell. I can't ever tell if the music's too loud. It's just right. I've been here. I just usually lurk. Hey, there's no problem with that, man. I lurk in pretty much all of the streams that I attend. Do you think Nebula needs to be duped? I don't think so. Her awakened ability is going to have a chance to get you another one of those possibilities to regen, and I feel like for most fights, especially Alliance Quest and Alliance War, I don't feel like the fights are going to be long enough that you're going to use more than 2 of those regens that you get from not having her duped. I guess time will tell. I mean, really, until we do some actual hardcore testing, we won't know for sure, but I personally don't think she needs to be duped. Really, I don't feel like her or Yondu need to be duped to be good champs. Who told you courage has to be started at 100% life to work? It doesn't have to be at 100% life to work. I think you just have to be above 50% life and drop below 50% in that fight alone. If you start the fight below 50% health, I don't believe it has the same effect. I run 1 point in Resonate for my Electra that I now use instead of Black Widow. Yeah, if you've got an Electra, I probably would switch her out with Black Widow. Either way, Thorns is just a huge, huge pain. For a while, I was actually running Star-Lord in to deal with that node. And once I got, maybe 15, 20, 25 hits in, I actually would do quite a bit of damage attacking them while they're blocked, because it doesn't work like Electro. Like if you attack Electro even when he's blocking, you take damage. But on the Thorns node, it's different than that. If you attack them while they're blocking, you just do damage and don't take any yourself. And it's not a lot. You're probably only doing, maybe 6, 7, 800 for 4 hits on a block target. But, if you can do that many, let's say 10, 15 times to end a fight, you can end a fight that way without taking any life off of yourself. So that's kind of been my strategy in the past when I run up against that Thorns node. Now I'm basically just lazy. Before I go in, I just will heal somebody up and go in and take him out. A lot of times, by the time I get to that Thorns node, usually he's at half health or maybe a little bit below. All right, I'm sorry, I'm way behind in chat. Let me scroll back up here. Legend has it that if you donate to Joel, you'll get a 4-star voodoo from your next PHC. Yes, I believe that legend is true. There we go, that's a bit better. Yeah, I'm sorry. Puts weakness on everyone, so it takes the less damage from all champs. I pulled a voodoo from the scrapyard. Interesting. That's 2 people. Should I prioritize Glass Cannon or Deep Wounds? I would say probably Deep Wounds Assassin. I worry that my arena points would start getting constant willpower fuel. Oh, you're talking about the Resonate ability? Yeah, I mean, willpower being nerfed, though, it's not such a big deal. Okay, I think I'm caught back up here. Alright, what do we got left here? I gotta be getting really close to the end of my roster. No, they just keep refreshing. I will take that. I really should have been boosting a champ, a high PI champ, and refreshing them this whole time. If you don't have enough mastery points for Deep Wounds and Assassin to both be 550, would you make them 4-4 each, or make one 5 and the other 3? Well, that is exactly what I did, actually. My Deep Wounds is only at, I think it's 1 level. Yeah, I think I only have 1 point into Deep Wounds, and I got 4 points into Assassin. Your music reminds you of Casey Neistat. Yes, that is probably because I poach a lot of his... well, I shouldn't say I poach a lot of his music. The majority of the stuff that he uses, he actually gets permission from artists that are not copyright free. But what I do is I start creeping through those artists for people that they follow and tracks that they like. And usually if you start digging through there long enough, you'll find similar sounding music that is copyright free. But yeah, that does take quite a long time to actually find somebody that is copyright free that's got decent music. Wolfie, what's up, man? Happy Monday evening to you and to everybody in here. Actually, we got 128 people, so I'm sure we got a lot of people lurking, which is totally cool. But yeah, happy Monday to you all. Hey Joel, do I need willpower if I'm not running Suicide Masteries at all? Edmund, people are totally split on that. There's some people that will say willpower is garbage. I like willpower. I think the benefits that you receive, you see kind of drawn out over a lot of fights in Alliance Quest and Alliance Wars. So I would say yes to that. In the long run, it'll actually save you quite a bit of units. But then again, I know people that run without him, so to each his own. But if you're asking my opinion, I think willpower is a strong mastery. Quickshot Gaming confirmed Kabam employee. Was he the one that said he got a voodoo? There's been a couple of people that said they got voodoo. It's just Jar lurking. He's the lurking master. Well, he just got home from work, so I'll give him a pass on that. Have a good night, Joel. Continued luck with the grind. I will catch the rest of the stream tomorrow. Awesome, man. Sabathius, have a good night. Let's see. He don't bleed, so we'll switch that around. What's my favorite YouTuber? That's a good question. Profil, what's up, man? I'm still thinking about that, David. I have not forgotten about you. Man. You know, somebody that I actually really... I'm going to get killed here while I'm thinking about this. Somebody that I actually really enjoy... What just happened there? He evaded back and I exploded. Man, I got to watch that on replay. Should be coming up here any second. I don't know what that was. Nightcrawler is the absolute worst champ to play while you're trying to think and read chat. Yeah, Unbox Therapy, I actually really like that dude. I know he can be kind of annoying sometimes, but I don't know. I really enjoy watching his stuff. That might seem kind of random. Casey Neistat, I don't watch him as much as I used to. But, yeah, he's so totally unique. Everybody tries to emulate him. But I love his style. I really don't watch too many YouTube channels outside of just the MCOC community. I really just don't have time for it. His favorite is Kristen Line. Yes, I'm sorry. That, that should have been my answer right off the top there. Thank you for correcting me. Same thing with my 440 Scarlet Witch. She nullifies with crits and puts debuffs almost instantly, giving her L2, dealing a majority of his health and damage. I stopped watching Casey too. Yeah, whenever he took a break from the vlog, I unsubbed from him. And I think he's doing it again. I just haven't subbed back to the channel. Alright, do we have any other teams that are going to be refreshing? Well, my Winter Soldier's close there. No, we got an hour, Okay, I'm going to refresh a couple champs here. And then I'm going to go blow a little bit of this energy and wait for that Winter Soldier to refresh. I think my top 4 stars are Nightcrawler, Rogue, and Ultron right now. So we got Rogue. Where is Ultron? Hopefully these Ultron fights are better than the first 2 that I tried. Alright, scroll way back up. Let's push that. There we go. That evade bug. He evaded and hit you at the same time. Yeah, it's like it didn't even show him hitting me. It showed an evade and damage at the same time. Really, really odd. Alright, we'll switch those 2 out. Alright. Refresh and arena boost. Yeah, I'll get to it, man. Don't you worry. I will be using those arena boosts. Probably not on stream here, but it'll happen. Fighting against A-Bomb when it has enhanced poison and immune to debuff. Just got wrecked by him and Road to the Labyrinth many times. Yeah, you gotta have a poison immune champ for that. I wouldn't even mess around with champs that lower defensive ability accuracy. It's so much easier. It's less of a headache if you just take in a poison immune champ. I prefer to use Hulk. But yeah, Vision, Ultron. I mean, even Ronin. I guess if you don't have anybody else, Ronin would work. Save yourself a lot of headache doing it that way. Euthanitis come out wherever you are. Yeah, haven't seen too many for Loki in the house tonight, but that's totally fine. I'm sure they're probably all lurking out there grinding along with me. Which I know we've got an alliance war that started, but I don't really want to run in there with my suicides on, so I probably will finish up the stream, maybe run again one more time tonight, switch those things over, and then do my alliance war off stream. You should watch H3H3. I think you would enjoy him. What does he do? I've seen that name. I should know, but yeah, I don't know what he does. So when's Kabam gonna fix that double dash back glitch? I believe that they announced today, correct me if I'm wrong, in the forums that the next patch was gonna have the correction. I don't believe that they announced when the next patch would be, but I would safely assume if they didn't say it was this week, it's probably gonna be next Wednesday, would be my guess. So what would that be, the 24th? Seems like usually patches come out on Wednesdays. H3 is boring now. Yeah, everybody's got their opinion. Well, they can't make certain videos, that's why, but his videos are still funny. I'll have to check him out. Why you stop recording Alliance War videos? Because I got lazy, man. It's just my bad. For whatever reason, a lot of times when we're in Alliance Wars, I'm just not in a position to be able to quickly get to my Elgato. So I've just been pushing through. I need to do it, though. I think yeah, where's Nightcrawler at? I asked for help on him by accident. I meant to refresh him. Where did he go? I'm losing my mind here. There he is. Availability. My God, I can't. Where is it? Okay. I don't know what I was doing there. I was thinking about Alliance Wars. Yeah, Brian Grant's got you guys covered for Alliance War videos, but you are right. That's actually either the second or third person that's asked me about that. Possibly, maybe I should do it tonight. Maybe when I get home, I'll grab some recording of that. It's just my fault. It's not that I don't want to make those videos because, I mean, Alliance War is probably... I mean, I enjoy Alliance War better than Alliance Questing. I mean, it's probably one of my favorite things to do in game, and I really enjoyed recording them and doing those, the audio over on those. People seem to enjoy them. And when I was having issues with Reflector, I kind of got away from it. Then I got the Elgato, and I switched alliances, and I wasn't really sure where I was going to be running consistently. But yeah, all those excuses are kind of gone. I need to get back into it. I don't have a good excuse other than I'm just being a little bit lazy. I use Vision, but he creates headaches as he drains power and reduces chance to intercept debuff with immune. Yep, you're absolutely right about that. When you've got a champion that does so much power drain, you do actually run into not having as many chances to bait out specials. But you could always just... I guess maybe only use the S... No, that wouldn't work. I mean, you could just skip specials altogether. I guess that's one way to do it. I ate chicken, and now I have 2 cats licking my fingers. It's kind of a weird mental picture that I just got there. Oh my god. Okay, I cannot let Ultron get beat again on stream for like the 3rd time this evening. Gotta pay attention to what I'm doing. My wife is going to bed. Good night. And she was up early this morning for work. Joel, would you rank for Hulk and or Vision both unduped? I think... Ooh, man. I think so. I guess it just depends upon what your other options are. I mean, Hulk and Vision are both excellent champs duped. They're just much better when they are duped. I would say yeah. Good old-fashioned gameplay commentaries. Yeah, that's what it's all about. All right, I actually need to jump over. I really need to blow some of this energy that I've got. I've gotten a little bit behind in master mode here. I finished the first quest in chapter 1, and I've done nothing else. So let me see what's going on. Let's bring in... who do I want to bring in? I don't know. I don't care. Let's just throw some random people in here. That'll work. Joel, I'm lacking T4CC badly to get rank 5 champs. Alliance runs only map 3 and 4. Need to move up to get those. Yeah, dude, unfortunately, it's just a long grind. I would say that you have the added benefit now of the glory store, so do your best to pick up those glory crystals to help you out. But it just takes a while to get those ramped up. Once they start coming in, once you're in a decent alliance, you know, they'll start coming in a lot more frequently, but it is a pain. Sometimes you just have to get lucky too with those AQ crystals that you get for completion. I would say that probably every other alliance quest, I usually will grab get lucky enough to pop a fully formed T4CC from one of those crystals. Which Black Panther would you rank for first, if at all? I probably... I mean, if you're not going to use him in Alliance War defense, then don't take up Civil War Black Panther. If you're looking for a champ to actually use, maybe in Alliance Quest or Alliance Wars, regular Black Panther is going to work for you. Really, neither one of them are like must-have champs. Saw your face on Google, not as bald as Brian. Well, you see, that's a little bit of false advertising, because if you saw that picture that they take when I got into the insurance industry, I actually like shaved my head literally like right after I got home from that convention where they took those pictures. So it's a little bit of false advertising. Also, that was, let's see, what was that? 2000 and... Was that 2016? I think that was... Man, I cannot even remember. I think it was the beginning of 2016, and I've dropped about close to 20 pounds Yeah, actually a little bit more than 20 pounds depending on the day since that picture. But yeah, I will be doing, I don't know if I'm sure not everybody watched the crystal opening video I did this morning. But the Casual Friday video that I'm putting together this week, I will be doing, not live, that's not the word for it, but I'm going to actually be like recording a video of myself, kind of walking through all that. It'll be totally different. I've got kind of a fun idea. It's probably going to take me a while to edit, so I'm going to put the Casual Friday question submission out Wednesday morning. I'll probably start working on that video the same day to get it out on Friday. But yeah, my beautiful mug will be out there for the world to see this coming Friday. How you feel with Suicide Masteries? I like them. I like them for arenas. I'm not really sure I'm going to be too fond of them in anything else. I probably will shut them off and switch back for Alliance War. This month event was so easy. Yeah, compared to the last couple we've seen, especially that Iceman one. Really nothing too difficult here. Hey Joel, could I do Realm of Legends with a max Sig level 550 Star-Lord and Voodoo for Wolverine? Yeah, you could do the whole thing with your Star-Lord. If you've got a 550 Star-Lord, that Wolverine is really not that difficult. I actually have, in my testing, I actually took out Wolverine with Scarlet Witch as well, which that was before, obviously 12.0. I don't know if she'd still work, but I'm assuming she would. Kids will do that to you, huh? Yeah. I don't know what happened, man. I had a full head of hair, and it just, I don't know. As soon as I got out of college, my grandma has cut my hair since I was a baby. She lives in town here. I always go over there. She cuts it for me. Well, she did. Just so I could spend some time with her. But yeah, she was like, when I got out of college, actually right before I got out of college, she's like, you realize you're going bald on top of your head? I'm like, Grandma, come on, I'm not going bald. I'm like 21. And yeah, I fought it for years, but I don't miss it. The real question is, how much do you bench? Not a whole lot, unfortunately. I actually used to lift quite a bit of weights in college, and then I hurt myself in college and kind of got out of it. I tried to keep it up when I got out of college, but full-time job, then getting married, and now kids, like, ain't no time to get to the gym. I do my best, and I actually was in a pretty good routine. Before I had my son, I ran pretty much every night. I would run a couple miles, and I really, really enjoy running. Not so much on a treadmill. I prefer to be outside. But then we had our son, and I got away from it. So then I tried as best I could. At night, when he went to bed, I would try to do like just some random exercising at home. And I was in a really good routine these last couple months. Then I started my YouTube channel, which is like having another baby, because any free time I do have after my son goes to bed gets devoted to YouTube. So I don't know what I'm going to do. You ever get swifty, Joel? I don't know what that means. Swifty. I'm sure it's something that's going right over my head. I was actually thinking about, and this may be like a totally stupid idea, but once I get, because I don't want to do it without my webcam, but once I get a webcam, like if people do super chats, I'm thinking about doing whatever super chat amount was in push-ups plus like 5 or 10. So that way I can do the live stream and I can still get in a little bit of exercise. I don't know. I thought that was, maybe that's like stupid. I thought it was kind of interesting. I guess I would actually need like, I would need 2 cameras. I would need the regular webcam, and then I would need like one on the floor, I guess. I don't know. Again, just one of the many weird things I think about on my ride over to the office to live stream. Oh, I'm getting killed here by Yandu. Yeah, Yandu is... Oh, wow. Man. He hit me hard there. Get one of those jogging strollers. Yeah, you know what I would really like is to get one of those little, like, pull-behind cart things that you put on your bike that you can stick your kids in. Because I really do like biking. I would do that. Solo, forgot to add that to my last comment. I'm sorry, dude. I must have missed your last comment. What was it? 440 Drax and Thor. Could him with either. Sorry, missed that, man. When do you start getting T4 BC? Like if it was candy, my hero rating is 117 and only have 7 rank 440s. Really just all has to do with what alliance you're in. $500 super chat. Listen, I would, if somebody donated $500, I would pump out 500 push-ups by the time the super chat was over. I'm not saying I would do them all at once. I'm just saying, like, they would get done before the stream was up. Like, even if the last hour of the stream was just me, like, sweating on the floor, I'd get them done. Somebody donated $500 to Seaton. Yes, I was actually there for that live stream. That was a, I think he's like a graphics designer or something, and I think he might have done it twice. So shout out to people with disposable income. Push-ups would please euthanitis. Yeah, you're a strange dude, but I love you, man. About to have those Brock Lesnar arms? No. No, I'm just trying to stem off the dad gut, I guess. Any little bit of exercise I can squeeze in during the day. You can do a video of the week of all the push-ups all at one time. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. You should stream Star Wars Battlefront. I would love that, dude. I'd have to buy a console first. 140 watching and 34 likes. Come on, guys. Let's smash the like button for Joel. BB, I appreciate that, man. I always feel weird asking people to do that because I always hate when people ask me to do it. I've always been of the opinion and belief that if somebody enjoys something and likes it, then they're going to like the video and they're going to subscribe. So, no pressure. Do what y'all want. Ain't stupid, bro. Got to start somewhere. Yeah, let's see, was it, yeah, in college, I would always do, what was the name of that program, man? P90X, that's what it was. I would do P90X, the ab workout every night before bed, and 100 push-ups. And now just thinking about doing that, like, makes my back hurt. Glorious King euthanitis. People either love them some euthanitis or people hate it. I guess that's a good thing. Being a polarizing character makes you memorable. Yeah, I think $500 lasts 12 hours or something. Yeah, I'm sure it's crazy. Is Gwenpool good after 12.0? Well, I don't have Gwenpool. I have very little experience playing with her. Very little experience as a 3-star. But yeah, everybody seems to be falling over themselves to get a hold of her as a 5-star when she was back a few weeks ago. So yeah, I'm going to say, yeah, she seems like a really good champ. Oh, Spider-Gwen. No. She's not terrible, but I wouldn't rank her up. There's nothing that special about her. Sometimes we just forget to hit the like button, though. Yeah, I hear you, man. It's all good. I have no idea what the like button does for me. I know some people are all about it, but it's there. If you want to push it, great. If not, cool. Jolai, what's good, bro? Mojo, what's up, man? It's all good. Put up, actually, I don't even remember where I'm at in the featured arena. Did I get to 4 million? If I'm not at 4 million, I'm really close. Just trying to blow some energy here in master mode. Joel, do you think 5-star Angela could clear Labyrinth of Legends? Yes, I do. Saw Grave and Euthanitis get into it in the comments on Grave's boycott video. Couldn't tell if y'all were playing or serious. Yeah, I saw a little bit of that in the Line group app for the Alliance. I try to stay far away from that kind of stuff. Let them put X-23 or Doctor Strange in a 5-star crystal. I'm gonna get them. I don't know if they'll ever do that. I guess maybe now that they've nerfed Doctor Strange to the ground, I could see them bringing him into the crystal finally. Is it, let's see, Cabal Darkholm. By the way, howdy, man. How are you doing tonight? I'm all good, man. Couldn't be better for a Monday evening. Featured Arena, I'm sitting pretty good there. Man, there's a lot of help requests. I'm going to have to blow through these things. Well, as best I can, anyway. I'll get a few of them knocked out. I'm sure people don't want to sit here and watch me go through 8,000 help requests. Is 4-star Ghost Rider worth ranking 5? Yes, definitely. Whether he is awakened or not awakened. Okay, that's enough for now. Let me get back over here. I would say the only reason not to take up Ghost Rider is possibly if you have a, let's say, Voodoo, maybe sitting there. I would take him up first, but outside of that, yeah. Solid champ. All right, 25 seconds on the Winter Soldier. I don't think I have anything else, though, unfortunately. Why don't we, well, I guess I should use Nightcrawler and Rogue. If I'm going to waste units, we'll get the highest ranked champs that we've got. Where'd Rogue go? There she is. All right, let me grab a drink here. Waiting for Winter Soldier to refresh. There he is. That was quick. My cat is fat. Yeah, I'm not a cat person. Although I will say I'm very thankful for the, like, 3 cats that the neighbor has that always hang around and eat all the mice. That I am thankful for. How Mother's Day weekend treat ya? I was good. Nothing too special. Went out to eat on Saturday night with my folks. And then hung out a little bit on Sunday with my parents. But I don't like using Voodoo. Well, hey, that's part of the game, man. If you don't like using a champ, if you're not good at using a champ, then don't bother ranking them up. I think that's a big part of the game that everybody seems to forget. Dogs every day. Yeah, I've got kind of a sad story. My dog, the only dog I've ever owned personally, I bought him when I was 13. It was a West Highland White Terrier. And he's still alive. He's been living at my parents' ever since I went to college, got married, moved out. He's stayed over there. But he'll be 17. And let me think here. Will he be 16? Actually, I think he's going to be 17. I don't know. He's either 16 or 17. I can't remember, here in July. But he's not doing well. He's totally deaf. He's blind in one eye. He's got pretty bad arthritis. I actually took him to the vet the other day. And yeah, I think the dog's time is coming to end, which is really, really sad. He's been a good dog for many, many years. I know that was like a super sad moment in the chat. I didn't mean to like have a really sad story, but yeah, it just came to mind. Let's get one of those cats for Brian Grant. Yeah, I think Brian, I don't know. I guess he finally got rid of the rats, but yeah, I miss all the rats mouse discussion in Brian Grant's streams. In fact, I don't know who that dude has become now, but the guy that was the Brian Grant mouse in the streams seems to have disappeared. Don't disrespect the cats. Hey, no disrespect. If you're a cat person, more power to you, man. How much am I aiming? I'm trying to get to 14.5. Man, my video on my end here is like freaking out. Which I guess is a sign that I need to get off here. What time is it? Coming up on 11 o'clock. I'm just over 4 million points. Feeling pretty good at 4 million points. yeah, my champs will refresh here. I'll go home. I'm going to grab a snack and watch Better Call Saul. And I'll probably put up another, I would say, maybe 400,000 or 500,000 points. Yeah, man, the video quality is just crapping out on me here now. Cameron, what's up, dude? He's jumping in right as I'm getting off. Good luck with the Nebula, Mr. Line. Got here in the first round with 17.2. She was worth it. Yeah, I'm a big proponent and big fan of any champs that have got the ability to be like OP with being able to stack things. I really like to get a hold of those. No, don't leave me. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. It's been a long day at work. Yeah, it's freaking out on my end too. Yeah, I would say it's probably a good time to end the stream. We've been going for about an hour and a half. We've got BG coming up in about an hour and a half. I should be there this evening. I'll probably still be grinding, so you can catch me over there. All right, guys. Tomorrow's video will probably consist of possibly 2. I'm going to put another quick tip video together. Don't know what it's going to be about yet, but I'll get that out. And then possibly another closer look video, which if that happens, it's probably going to be towards the end of the day. But those 2 things are next up on the docket. So sorry for anybody who just jumped in here, Cameron. I know that you just jumped in. But yeah, anyway, as always, I appreciate the support. Thanks for coming out and hanging out with me, guys. It helps make the grind a lot quicker, a lot easier. So thanks, Jar, to all the mods that were here this evening, to everybody who stopped by for a little bit. Have a good night. Stay safe. I will see you all tomorrow. Later.